Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Going Medieval. Let's pick up where we left off. It's been kind of quiet in the village lately. We've been working on our protective defensive wall here. We're making some good progress on that. We have Juliana back researching scrolls. We've got Mark, looks like he's building those initial cudgels just so we have a little bit of extra weapons on hand. I think we've only got one or two. Let's get two built. Everybody right now in the village does have weapons, so we're okay. We've got one extra bed in case more people come. And let's see, we just last episode got done with the research for brewing. So let's get something placed for that. We are in springtime. So we still got summer and autumn before we hit winter. I'm guessing we need a supply of food before that happens. And right now we're looking pretty good, 262. That seems like that's a decent amount of food. For the alcohol or the ale, we've already got some barley planted. I don't know if this is a lot or not much at all. Let's see. It looks like we've got a few cells here that don't have anything planted. It does say soil, so maybe that just hasn't sprouted up yet. But we'll see. We've got that going. Let's, I'm going to hit play. Let things move on. And let's get that ale station. Let's see, what is it called? Brewing station. Let's get that built. I'm going to put it in our main building here. I guess I can't really call this our hall because the hall has some specific requirements. And we'll probably get to that later. We'll build a specific building for that. I'm going to plunk this guy down right here. Boom. We'll get that built. Now, I was reading, let's see, can we actually open these windows? We can. So let's see, how does that work? I don't see anything happening. Okay, that we got Julian. Okay, I've got the window selected here, closed or open. Can we tell? Or is there any animation? So if we open these windows, it does actually change the... Okay, let's see. A settler assigned to steward will change the status of this structure to open. So the temperature actually matters in this game. So if we look at this room here and I click inside, it's 80 degrees inside. Now, if I turn off the brazier, okay, a settler assigned as a steward is going to come turn that off. We'll see what happens to the temperature. And we can maybe open these windows in the springtime. We've got two in a room house, and that will affect the temperature in the room. So we'll keep an eye on that. Right now it says it's 80 degrees. You can see at the top of the screen, to the right, 80 degrees inside, 74 outside. I'm going to turn this off and open the windows, and we'll see what happens with the temperature. I did some reading of the tutorials just before this episode. And in addition to learning about the room temperatures and things, I learned that for our storage yard here, or stockpile, that should be on a wood floor to help keep things preserved even longer. So let's take this entire room and put a wood floor down. I'm talking the whole thing. And that, once it's built, should help improve how long everything in here lasts. And we've got tons of like raw meat and stuff in here, so that will help. In fact, we've got so much raw meat in here. Maybe, let's see. Juliana, looks like she's doing the, creating the, what is it? The chronicles. I always forget what these are called. The scrolls or documents, manuscripts. Whatever, she's working on chronicles, so that's fine. Let's see. I think we turned her down on the hunting skill. Let's put that down to a 3 because we've got plenty of meat right now. So she's doing research. She's at a 15 skill for that. That's pretty cool. We'll let that keep going. And then I also read for, like, if we look at these skills, see how Edgar has speechcraft as 0, kind of towards the bottom. one of the tutorials was saying, make sure that if they have 0 skills, you may want to like make sure they never actually do that. Now, I don't know where Speechcraft is in here or what that even applies to. Harvest, grow, construct. Maybe that's trade at some point. Smithing, carpentry, tailoring, research. So I don't know where Speechcraft would even come into play. I don't see anything too concerning there. Culinary 0 for Juliana. Although she's got a star, which I believe indicates that she's enthusiastic about it or something. Let's see if we can tell. Very passionate. So she is passionate about cooking, but just hasn't done any. So maybe that one, even being a 0, we can still leave her cooking at 3. It's not a huge deal. Medicine is 0. So having someone do a task that they're at skill 0 for, there's just a risk they're going to fail. And the example in the tutorial that they mentioned was, if you put somebody who's got 0 skills at harvesting crops, you may lose your whole crop because they're going to fail every time they do it. You know, at least until they build a skill, build that skill up. Anyway. All right. Hey, there's our first cudgel. Flimsy cudgel. Now, I wonder if... Who built that? Was that Cedric or was that... Oh, wait, Mark is over here. Let's take a look at his skills. Is he gaining skills right now? Doing what he's doing. Let's see if we can find that. He is gaining resources for construction, so he's probably fetching wood for the next cudgel. I wonder what that will do. That'll probably put him on... Let's see. Does it say what skill? Cover effectiveness. Yeah, I can't tell what skill he's gaining. So I think it's Mark, right? Okay, he's getting a resource. Or is... No, he's going to start building the brewing station. Very cool. Oh, looks like our wall is getting closer to being done. Let's pop a couple more doors down and keep this construction going. So wooden door, a handle there and a handle there. And let's get more wall. Keep that thing going. That's our defensive structure. Now we've got some pits down here. What is this? Got some clay. We marked some territory for mining here, and we got a little bit mined. But I'm curious to do more and see if we can dig down and go lower levels and just see what happens with that. How are we doing on trees being marked for cutting? Let's mark more. I see a bunch over here, but let's keep a good supply of trees that are marked for harvesting. Now, I'm still trying to figure out how we end up trading. Like if we go to the map, where is that? The region map. I am not sure how we interact with any of these areas or what, you know, or yeah, how this works. So maybe we can actually expand the map, but when we fought, I didn't see anything. And I think we were able to send people to the edge and nothing really happened. So yeah, so I'm still trying to learn how we expand and interact with these other characters here on the map. Like if I click or right click, then nothing really happens. So our influence is slowly creeping up. Let's see what everybody's doing here. Mark's harvesting resources. Edgar's gathering resources for construction. Cedric is enjoying entertainment. Where are you? Okay, he's heading over to the backgammon table. And then the other thing I was wondering was, could we create some rooms, build this building up, and actually create some rooms in here? Let's see. I think in order to do it, I don't think we can extend this floor all the way out. Another thing I was reading in a tutorial is there is a structural integrity system here, so you can't build way out. I don't believe. Let's see, boy, that's hard to tell just where that is. Let's see. I don't know if they're going to let us. Yeah, they're not going to let us build this because we're too far out from a wall. So the way to get around that is to actually place some walls or these wooden beams. It says, so beams of solid wood have held up floors and ceilings of England for centuries. Let's try to see how this works. If we set up a beam, we could do a wall, but a beam, I think, will let people walk underneath it. Let's try and see how that works. Okay, support beams need to be placed between two walls. I see. So we got to be next to a wall. See here? Let's try that. Just for giggles. Let me place this. Boom. I see it indicated. Not enough allowed resources. Okay. Beam cannot reach that far. So maybe I need to put a pillar down. Let's just, let's experiment with this a bit. If I put, say, a pillar next to the backgammon table, boom. Can I put a beam next to it? I'm thinking I'm going to be able to, but maybe not. Yeah, see there? So will it go here? Yeah. The problem is if that beam gets destroyed, then the floor is going to, or the floor or the ceiling, however you want to look at it, are going to come crashing down. So that's the downside. But now we should be able to build this floor out all the way across. And what I'm thinking of doing is closing this in. We've already got some wall here. Closing this in and trying to maybe create some rooms in here once we get the floor down. And then I think we're going to have a door going into the room just so it's closed off. And then the stairway will kind of be in its own, you know, separate region. But we'll see. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Okay, everybody's sleeping. We do have an extra bed in there in case we get another runaway prisoner or whatever. Wall is, everything's going pretty well. I still don't know how to collect animals and raise animals for food. We do have a few little farms going. Hey, look at that. We actually harvested some resources. We got some more cabbage. And we have, who do we have? We have Cedric set to haul resources. So hopefully that food will make it into our little storage area. I'm not sure what these exclamation points are indicating. It says wooden floor, so it looks like maybe the floor got built. Or no, it says blueprint phase, wooden floor. All right. So lots of construction. Food looks good. It's climbing. Some food has spoiled. We may have more than we actually need. All right, summer. Summer appeared like a warm blessing, coaxing the settlers to shed their warm clothing. Now was the time to build underground storage to keep food fresh in the sunny days to come. All right, let's see what this says here. High temperatures, chance of heat waves, build underground storage to keep your food fresh during the hot summer days. All right, we don't have that yet, but we do have some territory marked for initial mining. I suppose we could prioritize that. Let's see. Cedric, he may be the guy. Do we have mining on here? Mining, right. He's a 4. Juliana's a 9. She's pretty skilled at everything. Ooh. Edgar is a 9. What is he doing? Construction and mining. Huh. Cedric, what is he best at? Animal handling. Let's see. What does that get us? Taming, feeding, training, and hunting animals. How can you tame an animal? Let's just, for the heck of it, find an animal. If we can. And then maybe I'll pause. Yeah, let's pause right here. Boom, I see an animal. Boom. Can this guy be tamed? I can see we can hunt. Everyone knows. Occasionally kept as pets. That implies it could be tamed. But there's really no action here that will allow me to do that. If I right click, primary click, just right click, prioritize hunting the animal. That's a right click. Here's a primary click. I don't have anything here other than this information. I don't have an option to tame. So I don't know if that's in the game yet. I didn't see anything in the research tree for that either. But it's possible I missed it. I don't see anything that's kind of animal-y. Livestock, preserving food, cooking. So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious about that. Anyway, let's pick somebody to do the mining. Guess we'll do Edgar. He's really good. And we can put Cedric on it too. It's second priority. Let's go ahead and hit play. Keep things moving. Oh yeah, and this weird overlay we've got here. It may look a little different. I toggled on, I think it was this one, show colored grid overlay for zones. If I take that off, that kind of takes off that color. So I guess that's just delineating the different zones. So we got 3 farm plots here. They're all different colors. And then this all has exclamation points. I guess just indicating that there's building waiting to be done here. This looks like there's wood floor down here underneath this stuff, right? So it says wooden floor, and then over here it says wooden floor blueprint phase. So that makes sense. Floor's being built. We got floor being built here. We got tons of construction tasks. Now I'm wondering if we're going to run out of trees or if these things are going to regrow. I really don't know. And then I also don't know if we're going to be able to explore the map. Okay, here's Edgar. He's doing some mining now. And somehow we need to experiment with building some rooms underground. There he goes. Boom. Jilliana's still researching. I think that makes sense to keep that going. Let's see how many we have. We've got 13 chronicles. Let me just queue up more. I want to make sure these keep coming. I'm going to bring this back up to 20. And she's got to be getting better and better at this as she goes. Intellectual, and she is passionate about it. And if we could get her into a research room, she'd be even faster. So that could be like if we go up another floor here, maybe we move this research station, unlock those bookshelves, and then we could create a library. And if she was up there researching with her skill set, we could get, with her intellectual bonus here, we could get faster research, faster chronicles, faster textbooks and thesis. All right, let's take a look. Now, this looks like it's really deep, right? Each chunk is deep. It's definitely not a square. It looks like it's about 3 tiles deep every time he mines. How are we doing over here on our barley? I feel like we should probably be building more crops. See, stew has rotted on the stockpile. We probably over-prioritized food. Let's see. Have the windows been opened here? Do we see anything? Yeah, these windows are open now. I can't tell. Maybe that's going to be more noticeable. I thought I turned this guy off. It says it's off. Again, they may just not have an updated model for it. And the temperature inside has come down. It's now 79.6. Outside, it's 71.6. I would think with the windows open. Oh, maybe that torch is generating some heat. A source of light in the darkness. Radiates heat and light. That's fine. I'll leave that torch on. All right. Are we planting more barley? I'm guessing maybe he is. Yeah. Yeah, he's planting more barley. That's good. Hopefully that'll get us some beer or ale. All right, this is now dug out. What do we do to get down here? I see little bugs down there. Let's see. What can we do with this? Can I mine some more? And how do I know how deep I'm going? If I right click, no, that doesn't do anything. Clay. Dirt. How would one get down there? I guess we'd have to do stairs along the side. Let's make this a little bit bigger. And then we'll see if we can shove a stairway down there at the bottom. Let's take a look roughly how deep that is. That may do it. In fact, we could... Yeah, that may get us down there. Now, we'll have to experiment with this, just like we're doing with all the other systems, to learn how this works. How we can set up a room underneath. Our defenses are looking a little better. Still have work to do. We have weapons this time if there's another raid, so we should be better when it comes to that. Lots of construction tasks to do. Let's check the research, see what else we can research. We got 14. What do we want to do next? Preserving food might make sense. That's 20. That's going to be 20 chronicles. We've got defensive structures, more traps, and a reinforced door. Furniture is going to help. I think furniture we should do. That one, we've only got one more chronicle we need. That's going to allow us to make the wooden hay beds. And I think that's going to help the happiness of our villagers if we replace these little hay sleeping spots with wooden beds. That will help. Let's go back to research, take a look at that. Yeah, wooden hay bed, sack stuffed with hay on a wooden frame, a basic but fairly comfortable bed. That makes sense to do. Again, more wood, so hopefully we don't run out of wood. Chairs. Okay, there's furniture, and then... Okay, and then these are those bookshelves and things I think that we need in order to get those special room bonuses we saw last episode. Fermenting. What is that? Vinegar. Interesting. Use it for cooking and pickling, so that's probably preserving food. What is research 2? Oh, we need that to get the next level of research. Anyway, let's do furniture. Because I think, like I said, I think that's going to help increase villager happiness if we can get some real, or get some better beds in here. So let's find that. Wooden hay bed. Let's pop one in here, or maybe a couple. And then we'll replace the old beds as we go. Let's get a couple in there at first. Wait for those to get built. We got a whole bunch of stuff queued up here for building, so... Keep that research going. Juliana's doing a good job. I'm going to make sure this is at 20. I could put it at infinite, but I don't want to forget about it and then have a bunch of stuff we don't need. Now, the other thing I read in the tutorials, and basically I was looking at the almanac here and just reading through some of the sections. It mentioned that for these scrolls, or chronicles, even the ones that we've already allocated, if someone comes in and destroys all this, or maybe even if they deteriorate, then we lose that knowledge. So, and we have to I guess, get more to just even keep the research that we've already unlocked. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully getting the wood floor underneath here is going to help preserve things a little bit longer. It looks like this little pile of scrolls is still deteriorating. Or no, that's linen cloth. Good, 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 good. But this pile of chronicles is deteriorating. Still has 93 hit points, so we should be good. But I imagine that when raiders come through, this is where they're going to want to get to, or stockpile. I could be wrong. We'll see as we go. Okay, we're getting a little deeper here. can I throw down a stairway and let's do it. Now there's some footsteps up top. Does that matter? Or do I need one more row? Boy, that little pop-up hint is in a bad spot. Looks like I need to go maybe one wider. Let's see if I can place it. Looks like I can. But I'm going to expand our little tunnel here. Yeah, like here and here. And maybe even another here and another here. All right. And so we'll wait. Yeah, we've got a lot of construction tasks. We've got some ore over here, iron ore, that we could be mining. I don't see any warning messages. It's 58 degrees out. Our windows are open. Inside it is 73 degrees. Okay, Edgar is doing some digging. Let's look at the jobs. Edgar, his mining skill is at 11. So that's probably increasing as he does his thing here. Okay, now he's getting ready to sleep. Soon you guys will have better beds. And we can get rid of these old ones. Now, I wonder if you may remember in the last couple episodes or a few episodes ago, what is this guy? Banner, single medium. Oh, I must have accidentally dropped that down. I think I canceled out, well, here's a bunch of sticks, but I thought I also said don't bother collecting this straw or this grass. That looks like those resources look like they've disappeared. Oh, no, here they are. So we may need this when we build those beds. I don't know that we have. Well, we have some in the stockpile too. So we should be okay. Got a bunch of rot and stuff. I don't know if I can get rid of this somehow. Decomposing. These guys are all drinking. I thought they were covering their nose for a second. We'll see if they can turn this into fertilizer or make some use out of this. Let's see. If I click it, is there anything we can do with this? Right click it. Description. There's no mistaking of meat gone bad. It still has nutrition. Inside the spare room. Let's look at the rooms again. I thought spare room. It gives no bonuses. Is there like a storage room that would get us a bonus? Workshop. Workshops boost the production speed. And then a kitchen. So, yeah, so I'm thinking this building here, if we can go multiple floors and then maybe split into 2 rooms somehow, each floor, then we can work to set these all up. A kitchen, a workshop, a library. Maybe we could even potentially build this up high and put the chapels in there as well. Just not sure. Yeah, I don't see any external threats. Food has gone down. Probably because it's all rotting away here. I'm not sure what we can do about that. Let me turn off this room legend so we can get a little better look at what's going on here. I got all these sticks I don't need too. I guess I could say enemy corpse, bones. Is there stuff that I could get out of here? Food. Looking to see if there's like rotting. A thing here for rotting. Here it is. I think it's probably waste. Let's get rid of this and the vegetable rot. I don't know that we need that in the stockpile. Maybe that can be hauled out of there. Okay, got 2 people mining now. Got clay. Eventually we can make bricks out of that clay, I believe. We can unlock some more stuff out of the research tree. We've got 6 chronicles now. What do we want to do next? We talked about preserving food. That takes 20. Kind of makes sense because we've got food that is spoiling. And I'm guessing we're going to need a supply to get us through the winter. I have a feeling there's a risk of us getting starved out during the winter. Clay brick making. That would get us an oven. And we can make clay bricks. What else? We got tailoring, which leads to armor. Preserving food, defensive structures. That's the traps and things. We've seen that a couple times. Smelting is going to allow us to get weapons. Kind of thinking preserving food might be next. See, this raw meat is rotted on the stockpile. I think that is our issue. If we had the... if we had this preserving food, we'd be able to smoke that meat, and hopefully it would last a heck of a lot longer. So we had Juliana hunt a ton of animals. I don't know if they're going to repopulate. I'm kind of also interested in taking somebody to the border here and seeing what happens when we get to the edge. Let's see. Cedric, why don't you come with me? I'm going to draft Cedric. Let's come to the edge of the map and just see him. I don't think we can expand beyond our little square here. But I'm still unsure of how we interact with the other villages. I don't see anything related to trade in a tech tree. It could be we're still early. I mean, it's early access. Or it could be there's something we're going to unlock. But yeah, when he gets to the end, can he do anything? Doesn't look like it, right? He's as far as he can go. Okay, a safe haven. You sighted a pale, halting figure near the perimeter of Eaglethorpe. As she approached, it became clear that Grisha had been bleeding from a deep gash and needed to rest. It was for honor, Grisha gasped. Would you grant them respite? The settlers slammed the door shut, leaving Grisha outside. There's no consequence for that. The settlers decided to welcome her into Eaglethorpe, and here are the stats. Animal handling, again, we don't know how that's used. Marksman 12, so she can take a longbow. And then culinary 17. I don't see a reason not to. Yeah, I can't hover over the perks, so I can't really tell what those are. Sure, why not? Now, did that have anything to do with Cedric being where he is? Probably not. All right, let's undraft Cedric. He can go do what he's doing. We're going to need to get our new villager into Convalesce. So let's put her on Convalesce. And let's get Juliana to take a break. I think she's our strongest medical. Is that right? She's 9. Maybe. Let's see. Who's left? Nobody is real. Oh, Edgar. Edgar is going to prioritize tending as well. He's our best at healing wounds. So we can get another person here. Convalescing. Where is she? Okay, here she comes. He's having a hard go of it. Why'd you put the door on the far side? All right. Take a break. Tomorrow you will be put to work. But for now, you can take a nap. I think. Can you not sleep? What are you doing? Oh man, bleeding all over the place. Supposed to be convalescing. Must need food, right? Let's see. Hungry. Bad. Let's see. Can I get a door on the other side of this thing? Let's see. Will they let me plop one in here? Let's orient it and then just plop it in. Let's see if they let me do it. Doesn't look like it, right? Think I should probably tear out a wall and then get a door on the other side. It's like it's kind of an unfortunate placement where it is. So Grisha got some food. She desperately needs some rest and hopefully she can be tended to. Tons of construction work to do. It doesn't look like we're making much progress lately on the construction. At all, really. All right, let's wrap this one. We're already going pretty long. We got another villager. So we've got 5 going. We started building our little pit down here. We've got a stairwell that is slated to be constructed. Hopefully they can reach it. I'm guessing they'll be able to. Do some wooden stairs there and we can get deeper and deeper and then build an underground storage room, which is supposed to help our food preserve longer. And let's see. Yeah, new villager. I guess that's the big news. Other than that, not too much. We unlocked the beer. We're waiting for our barley to be harvested. It's going to take 10 days. So that's going to be a while. We just moved into summertime and we probably need to get our food stores up. It looks like food is declining and we had a lot of meat rotting. So anyway, let's leave it here. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please consider giving it a thumbs up. That helps my tiny channel grow and I definitely appreciate that. But until next time, thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next episode.